Hey there, thanks for popping into the RaceGrooves weekend show. You know I've had my American flag up. It's been, I think, several months. I'm pretty sure I put it up 4th of July, Independence Day. And this week it's even more special because America was attacked. It was 9/11, and during the week someone said, Happy 9/11. And it's like, no. It's not a happy day. It's a day of remembrance. It's a day we'll never forget. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the new stuff that showed up this week. It's like a lot of new products. You got Hot Wheels Monster Jam. You got some new Hot Wheels cars. Not those sets. Those are older. And some new character cars. While you're listening, did you ever get the Trick Tracks? Did you have Trick Tracks when you were growing up? I'm thinking about reviewing them. I don't think anybody's doing any reviews on the Trick Tracks. So I'm thinking about reviewing some of the sets. Here you have Ant-Man and the Wasp. Is this movie out? I'm not sure. Seeing the trailers, I don't know when it's actually going to be out. Now, these are not brand new cars, but they are brand new releases, but it's not the first time these cars have been released. Ant-Man's been out before, but I had to look it up. It's different, actually. You see the color of his helmet? Well, the bottom part, the other one, it was colored like that. Now it's like a black color. Here you have the Wasp. She was like I think she was blue and yellow before, if I recall correctly. So I'm glad that she's back because I only have like one or two of the other version. And it's like, man, what if it gets messed up? Because I plan on using these on the Track Time channel. So now I'm glad I got extras of the Wasp because I didn't get that many when it was out before. Now talk about movie cars. Here you have the Avengers Infinity War. Iron Spider, first appearance. This is actually a new design. Now, they've had Spider-Man cars before. But look, this one, he has like legs sticking up. He has like plastic legs sticking up from the car. Check it out in the store. It's pretty wild. It's up to you if you like it or not. Now, the character cars have been going on for a long time, many years. And when they first came out, you see the blue card art. It's because it's not really attached to a movie. Not like Infinity Wars, not like Ant-Man vs. the Wasp. So here's a character car. Cable, brand new, first appearance. It's like a semi-truck. It's actually like the tractor part. On the back, you can see the picture. See how it snaps down. So that's pretty cool that they put it in the package like this so that you know what it can do. And there's Cable's rig. Pretty well designed like that as well. Iron Man. Iron Man's been out, but we got two new colors for Ant-Man. Iron Man and Hulk. These are called comic book styling, both of them. You know comic books, how if you look real close, you can see the dots for the colors. What's the same with this? It's I don't know if you can see, but it's got like the dots for the colors. I have no idea how they did these graphics. They look very cool. I didn't necessarily need another one of these. It's not really a track car, but couldn't resist. Iron Man's been out before, like I said, and this one, same thing, has the new stylings. On the back, well, I'm going to have to get me a new Captain America, especially if it's in this comic book styling. I did not see Black Panther. I'll get one or two more of those. You'll see me with a few of that one. Don't forget, let me know about Trick Tracks. I'll be reading your comments if you ever grew up with it. Two new sets showing up. Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. This one right here. This one is showing up in grocery stores. My friend Luis Rebolledo, he helped me get this set. All 8 cars. Thankfully, he helped me out and he got me 2 of each. So this way I can keep one in the package. And then the loose ones I can use for like epic track battles, right? I need various colors. Now, the Super Van, which you just seen with Oogie Boogie. This is definitely one that's going to be harder to find. Here's the other licensed car. I don't remember if Super Van is licensed or not. I keep forgetting. But the Custom 69 Square Back, that's definitely a nice one to have because it's the license. And then this one's cool too because it's like Santa Claus. I'll show you all of these after we do some downhill racing because it's a little tricky for me to do it standing here. Here is the Disney set, Steamboat Willie. I'll let you have a quick peek at the 8 different models. Now this set, this is showing up at like Ralph's. Nope, this one's Walmart, sorry. This set is Walmart. And my friend Ken Windsor, he picked up a set for me. Thank you, Ken. I gotta find an extra Plymouth Fury, a couple extra. I need one to open, and then Amanda, she likes green as well, and it's a very nice green. So I'll look at those in a little bit. This set's Walmart, and these are not 99 cents, I don't believe. I think these were a little bit more. This was, if I didn't say, Ralph's, Vaughn's, you know, grocery type stores, Kroger. That's where you're gonna, I better leave it there. That's where you're gonna find this set. Thanks, Ken, and thanks, Luis. Now, I put some stuff up on eBay, put some classics. I had another error of this one with a misprint on the tire. Here's another error. Check out the front tire. It's not crimped. It's not like crimped to the base. When you turn it upside down, the wheel falls right up into the cab. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep this or I don't know. We'll see. This kind of error I might forget. So, anyways, well, there goes one car. Oh, that's okay. That was a 32 Ford. Yeah, that was a 32 Ford. I got an extra of that one. Hey, new Monster Jam showing up. Hot Wheels Monster Jam. Brand new casting. Here you have the Ratical Rescue. New truck, 2018 new truck. And with Mattel not having the license next year, I wonder if this is the only time they're going to release it. So it's pretty cool to get it. Might be one and done. I don't know if it's showing up in the next cases. I don't keep track of the cases, so I'm not sure. But I'm glad I found it. Here you have Carolina Crusher. This is a 2018 new look, kind of an old style appearance. Cletus, Fox Sports 1, has the clear Crusher tires. And another clear Crusher tire release for Bad News Travels Fast. All right, let me go ahead and let's head on over to the Jammers room and pick some cars for a little downhill racing. If you're new, this is the shelf in which I keep my Hot Wheels fantasy models. So if you suggest a couple of fantasy models to go head to head, I might pick your selection for a matchup. Hot Wheels fantasy models only, please. Let's pick some cars from last week. First up, I have a couple selections from S. I have a lot of S containers, but you know what? The reason why these are together is because I just did that school bus episode, and it was requested to see this one here. This is the S Cool Bus. S Cool Bus. I don't know if you can see that. Pretty cool. It's a funny car. Pops open. There you go. S School Bus against School Busted. They said the red one. And definitely you want the red one because it has plastic tires. Rubber tires don't roll too well. This one was an adult collectible. Has rubber tires. Why don't we see how well it races against the one with plastic tires, so you know for sure. Oh, check it out, Skull Crusher. This one's a Color Shifters version. Color Shifters Creatures, I think it was called. It's going to take me a while to warm it up, or maybe it's too warm and I need some cold water. That's probably it. It's kind of warm here. It's in the upper 80s in Southern California. I think this one is Sweet 16 too. This one was special to a set or something. I forget. But this one is not a regular basic release. Red, white, and blue. Swamp something. Swamp Buggy. And this one's another color shifter. This one's a Spider Rider or something. Yep, Spider Rider is the name of this one. Hey, this one's back out in the basics. This is one from a little while ago. Let's see, anything else interesting? Oh yeah, Sidekick. We haven't seen Sidekick in a long time. This is a heavy car. By the way, this one's metal body, metal base. They changed it to a plastic base near the end, but this release right here, it was part of a Hot Ones series. So this one they did metal body, metal base. You know why it's called Sidekick? You pull on the tailpipes. You see the two tailpipes sticking out right there? When you pull on the tailpipes, how am I going to do this? I got one hand. You pull on them, and when you pull on them, it opens up. Now watch the tailpipes. I'm going to close this. See, they're connected. You pull on it again. Pretty cool, huh? That's the way to show it. Can do it with one hand. Super Nat. Anybody have a sample of Super Nat? Where you been, dude? Haven't seen Super Nat in a long time. Solar Eagle. Yeah, check out that effect it has on the top. Solar Eagle. Is that, yeah, Solar Eagle 3, I think it's actually called. This one kind of has the same surface as this one right here. Pretty cool. Okay, next. Gotta Go versus Hot Seat. Now that's two funny choices because they're two toilet cars. Gotta Go. And then I just realized I would think it'd be a good suggestion for epic track battles. But I forgot, Gotta Go is actually one of the ones to where when you roll the car, it has some type of moving function. So when you open this one, and when it rolls down the track, the toilet seat lid pops up and down. I'll show you that when we get over to the track. And Hot Seat, this is the original toilet car right here. And this sample right here, this is the final run. This was the last release. And look, they're funny. They put final flush for the decoration. This one has a moving seat, toilet seat lid as well. The plunger is the steering wheel. Fun stuff. It does not have a moving feature like Gotta Go. Let's see, anything else interesting? Oh, I just showed you the classics. Highway Hauler. That one was in red. This one here is the green version. These things are heavy. Metal base, metal cab. The trailer in the back is plastic. So I have a red and green. Homer. If you like The Simpsons, you gotta have a Homer. For a while, we were getting a lot of Homers in the cases. Now, thankfully, not so much no more. Really like this model. It'd be nice to see this car come back. Hypermite. It's like a little bug. Really would like to see samples of Hypermite come back. Now, people say, well, how come they stopped doing the cars? Well, you know what? They release hundreds of cars every year, but they have thousands of cars in their tool bank. So they can't release each one every year. This one here, this is a online exclusive. This is just like at Mattel's El Segundo toy store. They have this vehicle. They take you from one building to the next. This is the Hall of Flame. Pretty cool name, huh? Hall of Flame. Let's go ahead and get another car. When you make your suggestions, this is R, by the way. They don't have to be, clever matchups like buses or toilet cars. They don't have to be clever matchups, but this time I did pick 3 clever matchups. And this truck, here you have the Repo Duty tow truck. Has a little part in the back there for you to tow your cars. So that's one truck, and the next one is a different letter, so we'll pick that in a second. Ramp truck. I think this one was final run. I don't think they can do this truck anymore. It was kind of a neat truck. The bed, it's a pretty small ramp for vehicles, but it does have a moving part. Oh, rigged. I think this is Rig Dog. This is another color shifter. Yeah, Rig Dog. I like that one. Color shifters, creatures. Geez, might have been 10 years ago already. Here's Rigor Mortar. This is a classic Hot Wheels casting right here. Did you see my downhill racing video with and I used a Roger Dodger? It cleaned house, beat everybody in the track time video. And the other truck that was suggested, there's actually a few trucks in this case. Nope, they did not suggest turbine time, however you want to say it. That was not the truck they suggested. They did not suggest Thunder Roller. This is another online exclusive release. It used to be in the basics. I hope it's Thunder Roller. Better check. Yep, Thunder Roller. I don't need people. You said the wrong name. Heavy metal. Metal body, metal base, patriotic. I definitely wanted to have this one in my collection. And especially since it has the neoclassic wheels. If I want to put it on the track, it'll roll. And there it is. There's the other suggestion that they wanted to go up against Repo Duty. Toe jam. We haven't seen toe jam in a long time. There's his hook. Triple axle. 6-wheeler. There's a look at toe jam. Okay, we'll do the downhill racing right after this break. There's who suggested this matchup, and I decided to go ahead and put on that rubber tired school busted as well. Set, go. Go. S School Bus in silver took that one easily. Rubber tires, lucky it made it. Well, it's kind of fun to race them anyways. Set, go. Go. S School Bus wins that matchup. Let me go ahead and pop it open in case you didn't know what it looks like when it's a funny car. It has this to hold the body. Pop it open. There you go. Now it's time for the 2 toilet cars. I'm putting my money on the silver one. Set, go. Go. That's where I figured what happened. Check out the toilet seat lid. It pops up. That's because it has a little thing connected to the tire, and when it spins around, it hits the toilet lid and it pops it open, pops it up, and right here is where you can see that right there, that little part sticking out on the tire. Right, it's kind of hard. Anyways, it's that little part sticking out right here. So when that turns around, that's where it hits the notch, pops up the seat. Who is going to be number 1 and who's number 2? Okay, that was a bad joke. Go. Go. You're number 1. Hey, I got 2 shiny cars, first and second. If you listen, you can hear the rattling of the seat. Here's the last matchup that was suggested. 2 red vehicles. Well, this one's red. Oh, but why don't we put this one? Why don't we put this one on too? Look at my track bounce. This thing's heavy. Oh, I don't even know if it's going to fit. Oh, guess what? It doesn't fit. Well, that's a drag. Well, it doesn't fit on this track, but I know it fits on others. Oh well, you can take a break. Set, go. Go. Toe Jam takes the first race. Go. 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 Toe Jam takes it. All 3 vehicles won 2 races straight. Now let's go ahead and fill up all the lanes. We'll race all 6 and see who's fastest. There's the lane assignments. Who do you think is going to win? I don't know. That S School Bus was pretty fast. Go. Oh, that was a bad start. I didn't open up fast. Come back. Okay, everybody's in the same place. I got to remember to pull that trigger fast so that nobody sneaks out first. Well, 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 Toe Jam takes it. Now we're going to race for 2nd place. Set, go. Set, go. Set, go. Lane number 3, S School Bus. Hey, dude, what are you doing? S School Bus, 2nd place. Now let's see who's 3rd. This will be the last race for 3rd place. Set, go. set, go. Set, go. Hot seat is third place. There's your first, second, and third place finishers. Okay, right after the break, we're going to take a look at these Mickey Mouse cars. I hope my audio wasn't too quiet. I'm looking at my recorder and it's kind of low. I just turned it up. Hopefully it's not too loud now. I don't know. Now this is a car I had already found. I did have one of these, but that's when Ken sent me a note. Mark, I hope you didn't get these yet, but if so, here's more. Enjoy. Thank you, Cam, because you know I use them in the track videos. So even if I get extras, it's okay. Now we'll take a look at the 40 Ford Coupe. Here's Mickey Mouse. Beautiful blue. And see, this is why I'm glad that I looked at them now. I can get better lighting over here in my filming room. And a lot better than my display case. You can kind of see in the display case, but not like this, that's for sure. Here you have a bread box. Yep, bread box. Kind of a pastel green, mint green. 32 Ford. We already talked about this in a few. This one you probably could see fine. Mickey Mouse on the tail there. I don't know if that's a rumble seat that pops up or not. I don't know. This is, he said if I had them or not. Well, this is the one that I'm still going to be looking for. 57 Plymouth Fury. And, you know, they tend to use this only in these little sets that they do. It was in Captain America, Avengers. This car has been released in quite a few of the sets. So it's also one of the more popular models. It's also licensed 57 Plymouth Fury. That's another reason why this one's probably going to be a little bit harder to find. Plus it's Mickey Mouse. Speaking of Mickey Mouse. Rocket Box. It's a pretty cool little car. So now I got another color. Rocket Box took a break for a long time, and then all of a sudden now it's been in the basics. Now it's been in the special series. Well, yeah, I was talking about the base. See, it says Thailand right there. So this set was made in Thailand. L12 is the code, L12. That means it was produced this year. They just manufactured it this year. L is 2018, 12th week of this year. So the end of March is when they made this in Thailand. Rocket Box. In the back, it was a subject of a weekend show. Kind of looked like VW, but well, we think it's a stylized HW for Hot Wheels. Mickey Mouse gets every car this time. Other people just get to be in the card art, but Mickey Mouse is on every car. Here's Cove Light for you Acceleracers fans. Metal base, plastic body. It's a track car. Another track car, Torque Twister. In white, Mickey Mouse. Red interior, nope, red windows, chrome interior, silver chrome. And the last one of the set, Avant-Garde. Green windows. Now we'll take a look at the Nightmare Before Christmas set, 25-year anniversary. Oogie Boogie in the super van. So I'm definitely glad. Thanks, Luis, for getting me 2 sets. So this way I have one to open, and I can keep one in the package for the nice display, for the nice card art. Street Creeper. Good colors. Fantastic colors. And because of Jack Skellington, this is probably going to be one people are going to buy just for the card art. That's fine. Buy what you like. It's your money. This guy right here, riding in Quick and Sick. This is Zero. That's Zero. Is he fast? Because they put him on Quick and Sick. Makes me wonder if he's fast when he's flying through the air. Dr. Finkelstein. Steen, I don't know. Midnight Auto. Another car that's been around probably about 20 years in the Hot Wheels lineup. No, 15, 17, somewhere around there. Pretty cool. Here's the Christmas one I was talking about. Sandy Claus. Sandy Claus. Green, white, and red. Looking good. It does not fit on the truck. It's too big. And there you go. Check it out. Top line. Made in Indonesia. Yeah, so now they have a plant in Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia. And they get some stuff made in China too. This one's probably easier to see right there. Indonesia. The letters are kind of squished close together. It's hard to see Indonesia right there. Anyway, Cockney cab, lock, shock, and barrel. Who's who? Who's lock, who's shock, and who's barrel? You have red, purple, pink, and purple. That's purple, pink, and red. Lock, shock, and barrel, 3 characters. Let's go ahead and take a look at Cool One. Cool One, the dude on Cool One is the mayor. He's got a spider as a tie. He even has his name, Mayor. Last but not least, we have Sally. I like the bats. We have Sally. Now you're going to be able to see the stitches much better. Stitching. Green base. So just like her colors of her dress, you have green, pink, and yellow. Green, pink wheel, yellow wheel. Very nice. I had a Hot Wheels case unboxing this week. It was pretty lucky. Got a super treasure hunt and a very cool error score. Brian Artillery commented on the high roller. I said the high roller looked great, man. You could see right through it, and I love the colors. He said it's based on a real Rolls-Royce. Not only that, you can see that it has the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, which also powered Hurricanes, Spitfires, Mosquitoes, and most notably, the P-51D Mustang fighter in the last war. Vampire Skull noticed that the 2009 Ford F-150 at 430 has a tampo error by the tailgate. Sure enough, the silver 50th anniversary tampo, it's smudged. I did an Auto World case unboxing video, and the Dart Swinger had a black stripe around the tail, and King Size Customs, he helped me out, and he did let me know my question. I said, does that stripe mean something significant, as if it's a bonus package? And he said, yep, the black stripe is to signify that it's a sports package. The Dart was the base model. If it's just a Dart, it's the base model. But if it's the Dart Swinger, it gets the stripe, and that is the sport package. For Truckin' Tuesday, I showed this Silverado, and it's available in a Hot Wheels display case. Hot Wheels Squirrel, I was waiting for a great review of this case. I was hoping for some stronger shelves to display the Heavyweights series. Because I like the stand-up option, I may still have to get one. To be honest, I think it'll do just fine. Even though they're heavyweights, they're not like they're really, really heavy. Besides, I loaded it up with a bunch of milk trucks, Hot Wheels dairy delivery. Half of these milk trucks here have a metal base and a metal body. So there's a lot of weight on it right now. I'm sure your heavyweights will do just fine. On Instagram, Edson wanted to know, ask RaceGrooves, instead of PTDD episodes, how about RAR? That would be Roto Arm Revolution episodes. Well, Edson, I'm going to use those. I'm going to use the Roto Arm Revolution for track time in the epic track battles. Successful handoff coming around. Boing! Oh, he took out the hand, but the hand took him out too. No hat today. I only have a few questions at the end. Show's already long enough. Vishnu Pillai. Hi, sir. I'm a subscriber from India, and I like your videos so much. And I started collecting Hot Wheels by seeing you. But, sir, I have a doubt about Hot Wheels 67 Camaro 50th Anniversary Edition. Is it rare? Because I have one. If so, please reply to my comment. And I replied, and I let him know it's not rare. I think this is the one he's talking about, the 67 Camaro from the 50th Anniversary. I do not believe it's rare. I think it's made in the same quantities as the other 5 models. 1, 2, 3, there's 5. So it's just that the 67 Camaro is harder to find. People tend to buy that car. That car is going to be the first one sold. So where's my mouse? That's going to be the first one that's sold. It's not rare. As a matter of fact, for the other cars, the other 4 cars, a lot of stores have them just hanging around. And some people are even returning the 67 Camaro. All of a sudden they're showing up. So it's almost they try to sell it for a profit and couldn't get extra money for it. So they just turn around and return them to the stores. Speculation. I don't know. I didn't see it being returned. I couldn't say. Amtrak train the dash cam Charizard. Ask RaceGrooves. Since Hot Wheels made a life-size twin wheel, bone shaker, and many more fantasy models, would they be called licensed models now that they've been made into full-size cars? Also, for downhill racing DHRQ, could you do bone shaker? I didn't pick that one, but I did pick your question because it's a good question. It's not licensed just because they make the twin mill into a real car. Well, yeah, now they have a 1-to-1 car like the 164, but it doesn't make it licensed because it's their car. It's their car, right? So they don't have to pay a license to anybody for that car. It's their car. Now, if somebody wanted to use the twin mill for their, like, let's say I made a t-shirt with twin mill on there, I have to pay Mattel a license because it's their car. That's how that would work. So, no, just because they make it into a real car doesn't turn it into a licensed car. Good question. That's why I picked it. Chelsea Valencia, ask RaceGrooves, do you know of any Corgi castings? Yes, I have some Corgi castings, not a whole bunch, from like the 80s, maybe early 90s, maybe 5. I don't know, not a whole lot at all. But I have dozens of when, say, Hot Wheels or Mattel bought Corgi, and then they got all of their tools. So I have some Hot Wheels cars that were actually Corgi castings. Some of them even have Corgi. Do they have it on the package? And then it says Hot Wheels? I'm not sure. So I have very few. Not even enough to show. Santosh Maruthai, ask RaceGrooves. I just noticed that the second wind car is made in India. India, here we go again. I have an old Hot Wheels 1995 Camaro also made in India. I will post a picture on the Facebook page. Do you know anything about these made in India Hot Wheels? You know, Mattel had plants in India as well. There was Hong Kong, USA, you know, Macau. Oh, that's Matchbox. Mexico, I think. I think some Hot Wheels were made in Mexico too. Now that I just think about it. Didn't even dawn on me till right this second. In India, there was some Hot Wheels under a brand called Leo. I don't know if Leo paid a license to make the Hot Wheels cars. I'm not sure. But if you search like the internet for Leo, L-E-O, Leo Hot Wheels, those I believe were made in India. I might have a sample, and that's about it. Hot Wheels Squirrel. I picked it as a question earlier too. Awesome show. I found a couple good cars at a GameStop before. The fatbacks have kind of grown on me over the years, but I always hope for a mongoose to go with the snake. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Snake got made into a fatbacks. What about mongoose? So, yeah, that's kind of... Look, fatbacks are okay, right? The problem was that not enough people liked them. And back then, nobody bought them. They just clogged the pegs, and then stores aren't going to buy new inventory until that stuff is sold. They're kind of okay. They're interesting, right, if you can appreciate from an art standpoint. They don't fit on the track, you know. I guess you can play with them. You know, there's kids who like them, and some adults as well. I'm not saying I want to see them come back. That's not what I'm saying, okay? Awesome Austin, do you think the Hot Wheels Stunt Box is good for its parts? That would be up to you. As far as I know, it's like $20. You get a little this, a little that, get some bricks. Plus, you can use the tub itself for different things. That would be up to you. I can't answer that question. It's not for me at all. Not for me. Antonio Catalano, every time I see your videos, I get relaxed. And the question for the next, ask RaceGrooves, do you sell Hot Wheels trucks with the cars? You know what I mean, but always good video. He's talking about what used to be called truck and transporters, and now they call them super rigs. If you look at the little price tag that's on the shelf, it'll say super rigs. It's not on the package. So anyways, no, I don't plan on selling. I might eventually. I know I have some extras of some that I had. Because remember, I went to the convention, I bought a bunch for a deal, and then I bought a bunch in a deal. I'm sure I have some duplicates, but I'm not in a hurry to sell them. And if they do, they'll just show up on eBay. You know my eBay account, Mr.Grooves, Mr. Grooves. The link is down in the description below. Have a great weekend. I'm doing a decent job getting this pushed live, 8 a.m. every Saturday morning. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.